It was a grant program to a lot of states. All the states had to apply for it. But the basic premise of the program was that the government, through a voucher system, would reimburse non-traditional organizations to help people with their recovery from addictions. So they would not reimburse organizations that got health insurance coverage or that had government funding from another source, but only these really non-traditional and faith-based organizations. Then another round of funding came out for ATR2. Massachusetts did not apply. They did, however, decide to apply for ATR3. And they were granted that, they won it, they won the award. It was a 4-year grant, ATR3, and it started in 2010. And I'm looking at this room now and thinking back to 2010 when we had an ATR coordinator training, and it was me and Enid and Beth Fraster and Tracy D'Agostino. That was it. Tracy was our very first ATR coordinator in Springfield. We started ATR in Springfield. We enrolled our very first client on January 30th, 2011. And then you can see how much we've grown since then. It's pretty amazing. The fundamental principles that underlie the whole program are, number one, there are multiple pathways to recovery. We've got to offer a multitude of different kinds of recovery support services so that clients can figure out the best way to help themselves through their recovery. The second is that the client is in the driver's seat. There's no treatment clinician telling him what he must do. There's no probation officer telling him what he must do. He's in the driver's seat. He gets to decide what he wants his recovery plan to look like. The ATR coordinator sits down with him, and because the ATR coordinators are skilled and wise and understand the program so well, they help the client develop a recovery plan for 6 months that they're in the program and say, okay, where do you want to be 6 months from now when you leave ATR? What is going to help you get there? And then let's look at the binder of services that we have, and you all have binders, and let's look at the services that will help you get to that goal, so that when you are disenrolled from ATR in 6 months, you'll feel like you're in a better place than you are today. That's the premise. The client's in charge, it's client-driven. There are multiple services that a client can choose from. We respect the client and their dignity and in making their own choices. And we're there as helpers and guiders and facilitators. But it's ultimately up to them what they want to do for the 6 months they're in the program.